I mean, talking about Jimi Hendrix, and this is going to tie this in a roundabout way. We chatted offline previously about the time you met Frank Zappa. I mean, how did that happen? Can you tell everyone how that happened and what,
Yeah.
details of it?
We were on tour with Van Halen at the time, and Dweezil's a massive Van Halen fan and friend of Edward.
Yeah.
So Dweezil came backstage one night. He was just at the gig, and I'm like, wow. And so we met him, and I'm like, man, I'm such a big fan of your dad. Oh, you like Frank's music, do you? Yeah, I do. Like it a lot. All right, okay. So if there's any opportunity to meet Frank, I would jump at the opportunity. Absolutely. Oh, we'll see what we can do. So we were in LA on a night off. It was during the riots, actually. We're staying at the Hyatt on Sunset, and you could look out and you could see these burning the LA riot that time. And there's curfews and all sorts of stuff. And anyway,
Is that the Rodney King time? The
Rodney King time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the riot. Yeah, with that video.
Yeah, 91.
Yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah, the place went nuts. And we had a day off though. So Dweezil said, well, this day, I'm going to come and get you guys and maybe have a bit of a jam, and then we'll go up to the house and meet Frank and have dinner. I'm like, oh, this is going to be unreal. This is a few days out. But he said, Frank is really mindful and very conscious of people knowing where we live. So I would like you to wear a blindfold as we drive up the hill. I'm like, sure. Of course, being Zappa, I'm like, if that's what Frank wants, then I'll do that. And of course, my intrigueometer is pinging into the red. I'm like, this is going to be great. Blindfold? Yes, we'll sort it out. So we went and had a jam at Joe's Garage in the Valley, and then jumped in Dweezil's car. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. Eddie and Frank from my band are in the back, and Dweezil's driving. So we turn this corner, and he goes, dude, it's time. I'm like, well, blindfold time? He goes, yeah, blindfold time. I'm like, well, do you have one? He goes, no, well, all you really have to do is just pull your T-shirt up over your head like this.
Oh.
And so, because you can't see, obviously. And so like, okay, straight away, man, my T-shirt's up. All right, we're ready to go. And up the hills we go, up the Hollywood hills. And we, Amit, the other brother, Amit and Susie were in the car behind us. They had this big 4-wheel drive thing.
Amit's Dweezil's brother, yeah.
Amit's Dweezil's brother, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we passed what seems to be like this checkpoint where there's lights shining into the car. And there's someone walks up to the car and he goes, oh, yeah, we've got 3 Australians here and everything. They got their blindfolds on. Yeah, they're all good. And looking, I'm just like, oh, wow, so excited. I was so nervous and excited. And everything, we went up through another twists and turns and everything like that. It seemed like an eternity. And then we went into what seemed to be like a double garage. And so he taps me on the shoulder and goes, yeah, you can take the blindfold off now. And I'm like, oh, wow. He goes, yeah. I was like, wow, this is Frank Zappa's garage. That might be like Frank Zappa's hammer. You know what I mean? This could be like, wow. It could be Frank Zappa's wood saw. I was like just looking around. And then there was a doorway. We went through the doorway and went out into the kitchen. And in the kitchen was Gail, Moon Unit, and Diva, the two sisters, and the mum.
Yep.
Oh, the Aussies are here. Oh, great. Blah, 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 blah. All right. And so we all kind of walked in and met everybody. And she said, oh, okay, so which one's Dave? And I said, oh, me. She goes, oh, did you enjoy your trip up? Did you enjoy your blindfold? Because, of course, I'm the only one that had the blindfold on. Eddie and Frank are sitting in the back of the car. And I'm sitting, and I'm just, are we there yet? Are we there?
You were the only one not in on it.
Hook, line, and sinker, man. They got me hook, line, and sinker.
Wow.
And everyone laughed. And she said, yeah, the boys have been planning that for about a week.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Like, how can we get this guy? Because he'll do anything. He'll do anything to meet Frank, right? Which I think I might have said that.
Yeah.
But I'll do anything. And they're like, yeah, cool. Anything. So it was good. It was a great story. And then we had dinner, and they served Frank Zappa's food. and on the plate next to mine, and then they took it down because he doesn't come up for dinner, doesn't eat with the family. He's in the studio the whole time.
Yeah.
Literally the whole time. So we went after dinner, we went down to the studio and listened to what he was working on, which I think was the Yellow Shark album, his last album. And that was interesting. Yeah. And we just met and I just froze. Don't even know what I said to him. Probably like, oh, cheers, Frank, or something stupid like that. He's probably thinking, hey, you're a waste of space. But I was so nervous, man. The Utility Muffin Research Kitchen. I read about it. I sent pictures of this thing. And then all of a sudden I'm like, we're here. And he's playing us this stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was mind blowing. It was unbelievable. Yeah.
Him in his studio, did he anything happen there, or he just sort of just showed you what he was recording and what he was working on, or
what he was working on pretty much? There was a live room there and I went and had a bit of a look around and there's the performance Strat there, that blonde Strat with the black pick guard that I've seen so many pictures of. And so I went and had, gave that a bit of a sniff. And but he was just playing. I think he had a couple of engineers working there too. These two other guys.
Is that the Hendrix guitar that you saw, the Strat? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, that was down at Joe's garage.
That was
that afternoon. Yeah,
you literally you picked up and played Hendrix's guitar. Is that right?
The guitar that he ended up giving Frank, that Dweezil found under the stairs and put back together, the burnt, charred body of Hendrix's guitar. It's like, wow, man, this is probably as close as I'm going to get.
That's yeah,
it was great. I spent probably 3 hours playing that thing. It's like, wow, man. So Hendrix played this guitar. Yeah, it was good. That was a pretty big day. It was a great day. I was very excited when I got back.
Some of the guys like Dweezil and all that, you keep in touch with them? Or do they come? Well, they probably don't come here much, if at all. But I think he's still pretty active, Dweezil.
I think he is. Yeah. I mean, I'd go and see if the Zappa comes back down. Definitely go there. Yeah.
No,
they'll probably remember me. Yeah.